Let's VR! This is Amber. You're watching virtual reality gameplay. Today I'm playing ESPER 2 on the Gear VR. ESPER 2 is a first-person puzzle game where you solve puzzles by moving objects around. It's a sequel to the first ESPER. So to move an object or to move a lever or button, you select it by tapping on the headset touchpad or using the A button on the controller. And then once you've selected an object that is interactable, you can move it by moving your head. Oh, and once the object is behind that glass with the grid on it, you can't hold it anymore and it kind of just drops. So in order to get the ball to the other side, I had to move that lever and then put it here and on the receiver. So now I have to do the same thing. I have to move this cube, and to do that I put it on the seesaw, move the lever, and it puts it here where I can grab it and place it on the receiver. So that was a pretty simple puzzle. This is from chapter 2. The first chapter is basically a tutorial, and they really take it step by step so you can learn all the different mechanics. But once you get into the later chapters, there'll be more challenging puzzles with lots of objects to move around and lots of problems to solve. So this test, you only have one cube and you need to get it on that receiver. But the problem is there's also a hole in the floor. And if the cube falls into the hole, then you won't be able to solve the test. So you have to catch the cube before it falls. And to do that, you put your cursor over the object and hold the button. So you hold the button down, and then when it comes out, you'll grab it. Oh, and there I move the cube towards me. So I move the cube towards me or away from me, either by swiping the touchpad or using the left stick on the controller. So you're moving objects in 3 dimensions. So to move it up and down, left and right, you use your head. And to move it towards you and away from you, you use the gamepad left stick or the swipe. You can also move some of the objects in the room, like these file boxes. So you pick those up the same way you pick up the cube. You can also throw objects by double tapping on the touchpad, like that, or by using either of the bumpers on the controller. And the last thing I want to show you is a puzzle from the 3rd chapter, which takes place in some ancient ruins. So thankfully, not all the chapters take place in that office building, only the first 2. And then after that, you are graduated and you're a field agent, and you can go to different environments. So this is an ancient temple. There's also underwater scenes. There's even puzzles on a spaceship that you need to solve. So that kept it interesting, having different settings and also a variety of different puzzles. Like this one I'm solving now is unlike anything else in the game. Instead of moving the blue ball like you usually would, you grab a handle and spin the wheel to get the ball into the center. There's also a story that's told by the voices you hear coming over your intercom. So your mission is to figure out who stole this artifact. So the voice acting is kind of neat and the story is interesting, but the best thing about this game is definitely solving the puzzles, which I just did right there. And this is going to open the door. I actually played through this game twice, once just to complete the chapters, and then a second time to get all the trophies. So here in your office, the main menu, you have this trophy case. And when you complete certain puzzles or chapters or do certain things, you get these trophies that appear on your bookcase. And those 6 items there represent each of the 6 chapters that I've completed. So whenever you complete a chapter, you get a souvenir. I wish the Oculus Home had something like this, where you could have souvenirs of all the games you played. And that completes my playthrough of ESPER 2. You've been watching Let's VR. This is Amber. Subscribe to my channel for more virtual reality gameplay videos.